played all of Sonic Generations before, but I figure I'm just gonna play through the remaster, see what all is new. Okay. Oh wow, that's quick. I'm used to this game taking its sweet time to load. The drop dash is definitely gonna make a big difference gameplay-wise. I wonder if the spin dash is still broken as hell. Let's see. Well, it's not a single button spin dash now, and it still seems pretty quick. Not played Generations, or at least vanilla Generations, in a minute. I need to get used to Generations physics again. I'm used to playing with actual, like, good physics. Once I get into the swing of things, I'm sure I'll be fine. Okay. That's right off the bat. First, cutscene audio.
He'll be here any second.
Hey guys, what's going on? You having a party or something?
Surprise!
Aw, you guys.
I think the shower knew.
It's kinda impossible to surprise you.
You totally got me this time. I had no idea.
Yeah, right. Happy birthday, Sonic. Hope you like this.
Like it? I love it.
There goes all that perfectly good food.
What?
Sonic, what is that? What's it doing?
I kind of threw it together. I definitely need to get around to actually drawing something a little cleaner looking.
Hey, those are my friends.
Help us!
Man's just got bitch slapped into unconsciousness. Yeah, thankfully I've had plenty of time just to get it really a lot of experience when it comes to drawing. A lot of time in
Where am
class
I?
just spent not doing my schoolwork. But I managed to squeak out some passing grades in high school. Alright. Played this on PS5 before for its own generations, and how many times I've played it is pretty much second nature. Oh, and of course, as soon as I open my mouth, I eat crow. But yeah, like all in all, like, God, I don't even know how many hours I put into the original one on Steam. Like, I first got this game when I was still in high school. Damn, I'm so old. Something's come out that, oh.
Whoa!
I did not rail change like I wanted to. But yeah, some things I just open my mouth and suddenly, oops, I feel like a grandpa now. This brainy ratty over here. See, that's what threw me off, is in Shadow Generations, you rail change with the bumpers, but this, you rail change with the stick. Kind of threw me off. But I don't expect absolute uniformity controls. Once you master them, that's just a whole new game. You can immediately tell just that fact, because this is Generations, it just plays like Generations. Meanwhile, the other game plays more similar to Frontiers with slightly stiffer controls. Yeah, thankfully, I managed to pass high school relatively closely. I had some trouble just because, well, I stopped going to my dad's when I was 16 for a while because I didn't like his wife all that much. And, I mean, I was kind of personally vindicated for that years later, so that's a dub for me. But basically, I didn't like his wife because she influenced his parenting styles, and it was kind of shitty. And I kind of just did better at school on my own, just kind of despite him. Alright, let's see what Tails has to say.
Thanks, Sonic. That was awful. I couldn't tell where I was or what had happened. Ugh. Like I was trapped in a nightmare.
Well, you're safe now, and that's what's important. Is it just me, or does Green Hill look different?
This isn't South Island, and all the color and life's been drained from it. Totally strange.
And no stranger than fighting evil genies or saving aliens in an interstellar amusement park. Right now, we should focus on finding our friends.
We can start over there. That skyline looks familiar, but I can't be sure.
Well, that's as good a lead as any, Tails. Back in a flash.
Wow, that was crazy, Sonic. You weren't kidding. It's like you never left.
Yeah, I've been there before. Like, my mental health was a bit of a struggle going through high school as well. Just 'cause, like, all in all, in general, I did have some special ed assistance to going through high school, but even then it was still a bit of a struggle. Let's do Act 1 first. Red ring indicators now. In fact, I can't really recall if red rings were in the original generations. I'm pretty sure they were, but I'll have to double check. Thankfully, I still have the original generation on Steam, so I can just check it there. Oh, no, wait, yeah, I remember now that there were red rings, I remember. But the indicator that was on screen is new. I just went backwards there. I remember this bit. But it's nice that they have an indicator on screen now to tell you where the ones you missed were. Yeah, thankfully a lot of my issues were mostly speech issues for the most part. As you can probably tell, I kind of have problems with talking, so I tend to talk as if my tongue's a little tied. But I'm trying to overcome that one, mostly just because I don't talk a whole lot, so I don't really have much of a fix for that problem since I don't talk as often. I mean, get me going about a subject I enjoy or something I know about and it won't shut up. It's hard to talk with this big headset on my head, because I have to use a headset and mic to talk just because I don't have anything fancier than that. Hopefully I'll have a new mic at some point, so that way I can actually hear a little better without my headset on. I'm probably only going to go for about an hour and a half or something, just because I'm tired and I spent most of my night in bed with a really bad stomach ache. I'm not sure what I ate. I don't think it was something I ate, or if it was dehydration or what. But I'm feeling better now after taking medication, eating something, and drinking a lot of Gatorade. That certainly helped. I just threaded the needle right into absolute death. Yep. I've been trying to find a mic that's both good quality and economic, just because with how much I have to pay in bills and whatnot, I can't really afford to get like a really pricey mic. So I've been trying to find something that's good on the... God, I just cannot make that jump. Yeah, I've been trying to find something a bit more on the economic side. I'm never gonna make that jump, am I? Well, at least I took lives out, so I'm not going to be game over anytime soon. This is what I get for playing when I'm tired, but I'm always tired, so it's probably an excuse. I'm just not going to boost on this turn so I can actually make this one. Yes! There we go. I got the red thing too. Bombs. If I really get my rhythm going, I'm pretty good at games, but it takes a minute. to Sonic turning on a dime like in the other games, but because they made no changes to the controls, which I'm thankful for, because that would be harder to get used to playing these levels with different controls, but now we use Shadow Generations controls where it's a bit more tight. I forgot how much floatier Sonic is in Generations compared to like Frontiers. Even today, I have such anxiety over potentially drowning in these games. At some point, I do need to get this on Steam as well, just because I'm sure the mod scene for Sonic and Shadow Gens are going to be freaking crazy if the mod scene for the original version is anything to go by. I'm sure the Sonic hacking content is going to be wild.
All right.
I think I'm capturing. I'm trying to see if there's any visual difference between my OBS preview and my screen because I'm not 100% sure if it's capturing 60 FPS. I mean, it looks, I'm not sure. I mean, my thing says 1080p 60 FPS, so that's good enough for me. Oh, cutscene time.
Tails!
This is definitely the chemical plant, but we're not remotely on West Side Island. Did that monster do this?
We'll figure it out later. Our friends come first.
They definitely could have tweaked the voice direction a little bit, but overall it doesn't sound bad.
You saved me, Sonic! I'll be sure to return the favor next time around.
Not really worrying about that right now, Amy.
Wonderful!
Alright. Time for Sky Sanctuary. At least how every new game is either like every remake or new game is just kind of retroactively going back and putting the drop dash into Sonic games. Because it's a really good new addition to Sonic's movement kit. Except for when I beat it like that. Sky Sanctuary's falling platforms always gonna give me a hint of anxiety. Definitely some of the tighter platforms in this area. This era. get my groove back. All I need to do is just relax, lean back in my chair, and let the groove come back to mama. Okay, so there still is a dedicated spin dash, it's just the trigger now instead of the square button. I have to get used to that. Collectible I will have to deal with now. And judging by the fact that they're floating along with you throughout the level, or not, in fact they'd be through the whole level. I was about to say, do I have to get through after finding them and not die? I certainly hope so. I'm sure there's definitely going to be new areas to level up. I have to look through just to find the Chow and actually clear the levels that I need to clear. I'm just S-ranking like crazy, except for those ones where I died. Ignore those. It still is pretty funny how you have people online just kind of getting mad at the writer of this, the Sonic writer who worked on this game, Flynn, because I think he's adding too much referential stuff, as if this game didn't already have a bunch of referential stuff in it. Because I mean, it's a game celebrating the past and future of Sonic, so of course it's going to have referential stuff in it. And I died. Rip. But like, even the original game, like, had callbacks and whatnot to it, and every level was literally a level from a past Sonic game. So I don't see why they're getting mad that they're being a little less, like, subtle with the references. Really gotta stop air boosting out of habit. I'm used to the short air boost you get in friggin' Frontiers, and I forgot that trying to air boost in Generations will send you to the goddamn stratosphere. It's one of those muscle memory things I've got to work out. I'm used to not having a homing attack or just an air dash to give me a bit of horizontal movement. I'm just kind of keeping an eye out for every other alternate path to find the Chow. I'm sure they're around here somewhere. Like, am I gonna find the Chow up here? That doesn't look like it. Open areas here where there's like the little combat sections are definitely places they can skip Chow. But it doesn't look like it. But I'll probably have to give another cursory glance around that area just to be sure. Oh, nice one. That's Chow 2 of 3. So, the other one was probably back there in that open area, or just another area and I completely missed it. Which is also entirely possible. Okay, this was an area definitely has to have Chow in it. Down here, maybe? No, it doesn't look like it. No. Well, there's me again. Zigging when I should have zagged. Yoo-hoo, any Chow. I'm sure there'll be like a Chow radar item I can get at some point. I'll have to check out the upgrade and item shop for that. Oh shit, Chow. No, hey, get back here, you little shit. Alright, I'm gonna go back to that junk and hopefully don't run headlong off a cliff. Okay, where'd that Chow go? Is it gone? I hope it's not gone. Oh, I went right through that. I'll have to put it on another pass. That's a shame. God damn it, Sonic. Why don't you face the right direction? I wish you could turn Sonic mid-air so that way you'll actually be where you want to go. Once again. I should probably go in and mess with controls just so I can get rid of the home attack, the dash on trigger, because he's hitting it out of habit.
Alright!
Phew! That is definitely... God, I didn't even get an A rank on that. I beans that up real bad.
Thanks for the help. Not that I needed it. Now let's get some payback on that monster.
Ha! Get in line, knucklehead. All right.
Well, and now I have additional missions to do. Let's go check out the shop, see if I can get like a Chow radar. Let's go shop. No, I don't see one. Maybe I'll get it as like a post-game thing. Or if I already have it. Okay, I'm like a power break, which I'm sure will definitely come in handy later. Let's see if this has changed any. Doesn't look like it's changed all that much. Okay, they just tell you flat out where each chow is. Okay. You know, search general areas at least. Yeah, it's better than nothing. They really wanted to implement some older Sonic stuff that could have been in like a chow radar. Now I've got to race Tails.
Introducing Sega Saturn.
It would be nice if they tweaked the boost a little bit to do what it does in Shadow Gens and Frontiers, to give you that slight little bit of verticality whenever you do one. Because those tiny little jumps you get from the boosts are definitely handy. Oh yeah, Sonic music is like genuinely some of the best music in any video game, like franchise period. It's very difficult to find video games that have consistently good music like Sonic does. Go with only one ring. Easy enough. It's all just 2D sections. I'm gonna eat raw and slow as well. I've opened my mouth and it's time for the chickens to come home to roost. There it is. Once again, my habit of mashing the trigger for air boosts is going to be my undoing. I'm just going to take my finger away from that straight trigger. Now I'm sure I've got a whole second half of the level now that I can not do with what I have to do without rings. Oh, yep, there it is. Just gotta be extremely careful. Oh, I'm out of boost. That would be... Oh, actually, really, thinking about it, going out of boost might be a little better for me. Boost too. Oh, slap my head on those spikes. Let's try that again, shall we? And try not to air boost so religiously. Jeez, that ring just got launched into the strap. Yeah, let's not do this one. I'm too tired for this one. Yeah, doppelganger race will be much easier to do. As long as I don't beef it the whole level. I'm not gonna do anything fancy, I'm just gonna race like my life depends on it. quick step too early on that. But I've got a healthy lead, so it shouldn't be bad. Let's just quick dive down here. That was... Don't think that was supposed to happen. Sure, I'm supposed to have died there, but I'm just going to chuck that at the wall. Let's face off against... Let's face off against Metal Sonic. Better move the intro bit with the song. So I can't instantaneously get back up to full speed because I don't have a drop dash. I do have spin dash, but it is weird that the rival battle doesn't have the drop dash. The levels have them, but not in the rival battle. Shoving me into some rings there, Metal Sonic. Boom. Just like that, you're good. This S ranking all classic Sonic's levels while modern Sonic keeps tripping me up. And that is... one Chaos Move down. Oh, they added they have the casino night thing by default. That's nifty. Let's see what it says. It says use warp points to make your way to the goal in the allotted time. Okay. This is going to be longer than I think it is, but they have a checkpoint. Oh, wow. And these who can't use this drop dash either. You can only do drop dashes in normal levels. Boss Gate 3. That is Boss Gate 3. Rather, Boss Key 3. Time for the first boss.
Take a good look at yourself, Sonic.
Dr. Eggman!
It's the last thing you'll see in this world.
Another Sonic? What? Wait a second!
Time for the boss that they cited was such a good design and model that they'd reuse it for literally everything going forward.
Catch me if you can!
You say catch me if you can, but you're standing perfectly still. I mean, you do know your robot is gigantic, right? It's slow as hell, too.
I will flatten you! Not bad! I will flatten you!
The S ranks just none in.
What? No! No! Sonic, save me!
Wow, they don't even go with the pretense of it being the same Eggman. They show classic Eggman right from the start, huh? It's nifty.
Huh. Couldn't have done it better myself.
This confirms it. It sure does. Older versions of us. Places and enemies from our past. We're traveling through time, Sonic.
Without the time stones?
It's like that big thing that kidnapped Eggman can consume time. And then it looks like it dragged your friends here. I mean, our friends. You know what I mean. There it is!
Big purple.
Where'd it go?
We need to track it down, and fast.
One thing I definitely need to get around to is doing streams with like groups of people and just kind of do group stuff. So that way I'm not just sitting here and creating a bunch of dead air with there's a bunch of awkward dead air. That would certainly be a little better. Alright, now let's go ahead and get the Dreamcast era of stages. I'm sure if I sat down for 3 hours and played the game, I could probably clear the whole thing. But I'm gonna try to get the battle early today just to hopefully get a decent amount of rest before work tonight, since I already missed a day of work today because of my stomach problems, so fingers crossed I'll actually be able to go to work tonight. Have a decent night at work. But at least I got the weekend to look forward to, and maybe I'll do some longer streams overnight on the weekend. I definitely want to do some writing, because outside of streaming, because yeah, like I'm debating with whether or not I should try my hand at like, editing down some of my streams, because I've got some video editing software I want to try to learn to use, and I want to maybe try editing them together to a single video to put on my main channel, since right now I'm just uploading them up to the VOD channel. But yeah, I think I'll maybe do that at some point. Bing. Bing. Oh, shit. It would be nice to be able to have a financial stability to stream full time, but I don't ever see that happening with my living situation. Not to mention all the bills. I mean, I only just started streaming this weekend, so, or this week rather, so it's just one of those things. Can't expect to really pop off as soon as I start, which is entirely understandable. It's definitely nice just being able to sit back, play games, talk, I may only have 1 or 2 people in chat at a time, but that doesn't matter. Glitter and gold signs right there. Yeah, I'm glad you think so. I probably need to work on my consistency whenever it comes to talking and actually being engaging and whatnot. Just those things. Once I get like a better setup and a better schedule, maybe it'll be a little easier to manage and all that, but for now, it's just one of those things. It would have been cool to see them maybe try and for the remaster, maybe up-res or something, the 3DS stages and stick them in here or something. But that would have been too much to do because they'd be all like side-scroller stages anyway. Stop jumping the opposite direction, Sonic. Ow. There we go. Shit, that was another Chow. Or it was the same Chow, still floating around for a minute. But I found another Chow, so that's all that matters. And now the going down part of the level. Running down the building. I'm gonna keep my eyes peeled because I'm sure there'll be another Chow in this area. Maybe around the lobby? No. Drifting again. It's been in so few games since some generations that it's just one of those things I'm not used to doing like that. Definitely would be nice to see if the original generations get some more tracks and DLC. I'm glad to have you around when I stream. I really ought to post in some of the Discord servers I'm in that I'm actually streaming at some point, though. So that way people who want to tune in actually tune in. And probably post it on my personal Twitter account, too. Since my personal Twitter account, granted, it's mostly just a bunch of people who followed me for retweets and stuff, but... I mean, I have...
Thank you for saving me, Mr. Sonic. It was
I mean,
so
I definitely have
scary,
significantly
but I
more
tried
followers
to be
on my
really brave.
personal
You did great, kiddo.
than my, my VTuber account. I think I'll probably clear the second boss by the time I get ready for bed. still have those missing posters in the game. Or if they took those out since technically they're no longer missing. That'd be funny. Gonna think about what kind of fucked up government entity just authorizes the use of a giant semi-truck the size of a goddamn building to just run through residential streets to chase down one blue hedgehog. Like, holy shit, the military budget must be insane in Sonic world. Like, you got a semi-truck out here doing like, jump tricks and shit off of buildings, and it's like, who in their right mind would have authorized this? Like I'm looking at you, Commander Tower, the commander of fucking gun over here. Like, you're the one over here authorizing the use of this kind of military gear in residential areas to chase down a little blue guy. Okay, yeah, they still got the missing posters for Ray and Mighty. They're just in a fucking parking lot doing donuts, destroying all of the scaffolding. Like, holy shit. Who would have authorized this? And then they almost take out an overpass. Like, thinking about, like, all of this logistically is just kind of comical to think about. Because you just have this blue hedgehog who escapes from police custody, and rather than just sending the police after him, I mean, yeah, I know he's a hedgehog that can run at the speed of sound, or faster if you ask power scalers, which, you know, I mean, who am I kidding? I'd argue fucking day and night on why I think Sonic could 1v1 with fucking Goku. I can't talk bad about power scalers. That'd just be the call from inside the house. But like, he's a little blue dude, but they're basically sending the entirety of the National Guard after him, and then some. One blue guy who's trying to fight for the betterment of mankind, and they send the entire military after him and mow down entire civilian sectors with giant semi-trucks. Jesus Christ. There's definitely going to be some chow here. They wouldn't just have this giant open area full of like open space and not stick a chow here. 100% there has to be one. Maybe up here on the grassy knoll. they are. Oh, no, wait, never mind. That's just bits of a robot. Jesus. I'll have to give that another pass at some point. God damn. Here I go, irresponsibly boosting again. Oh boy, can't wait to plummet right off a cliff. I also took the time to make another version of my layout for like recording videos as opposed to like streaming. So that way, like, if I don't feel like streaming or if I just want to record a video, because I put some videos out on the main channel, which would probably just be for like reaction videos or talking, and I need to make like a proper introduction video once I put some assets together for it. I'll probably react to the upcoming episode of the next upcoming episode of Hell of a Boss next month or next week. I'm sure that comes out next Thursday for Halloween. Once again, I have to question the logic of the military in this world because they have a semi-truck the size of a 4-story building, and they equip it with not like weapons, but giant buzzsaws. Once again, Commander Towers, what are you doing? Like, I get letting Sonic escape is like your personal 9/11, but holy shit, I think this level of response is a bit excessive. Yeah, I definitely need to, like, in my little introduction video, I'll probably do more, like, quote-unquote lore for my avatar, which is just like, oh, I'm a rat girl that lives in a secret hideout in a cave that has no life and just spends all day inside. Life truly imitates art.
Thanks, Big Blue. That's the first time I've ever been stolen.
You're a real gem, Rouge.
I still find it utterly hilarious how the usual suspects on Twitter are absolutely bitching about the quote-unquote censorship of Rouge the Bat on a part of her character that 99% of the time you just cannot see, because you don't ever see her back, and the part of her that is quote-unquote censored is covered up by her wings. Yeah, it's like my model's lore is non-existent because it's just like it's like a semi-reflection of myself. And like, I don't think models need super complex lore. I mean, it'd be nice to have, but I don't. Oh shit! I don't need tons of lore. But I'll write something up eventually. Underwater segments just always give me the highest amount of anxiety. Because I'm like, oh, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna drown, it's gonna be terrible. Please keep that music away from me. I just cannot make jumps to save my life, and yet somehow I continue just to get nothing but goddamn S-ranks. Toidles, which means I'm getting close to the end of the level already. I think I am. I have not played much of Seaside Hill in a while. Yeah, like, for me it's like half who I want to be, half like what I am, because I like don't really have much of a life outside of just working, paying the bills, etc., etc. I just work, I come home, I sit on my computer all day. I don't really go out, mostly because I don't have my driver's license. I mean, I'm getting my driver's license soon, because I'm in driver's ed, and I've got one more session with my driving instructor to go, and then I'll feel confident enough to get behind the wheel to hopefully get my driver's license, and then eventually get a car. Then I'll actually be able to go out. Man, the more I see, like, big-time VTuber agencies just trend on Twitter, I'm like, wow, thank goodness I don't fucking stream for them. Like, it's like every other week, fucking Nichi Sanji is in the news on Twitter for doing something absolutely stupid. You know, the worst part about having been diagnosed with asthma recently is just how badly it affects my fucking voice and my ability to talk for long periods. That and my singing voice being impacted by it. Because I used to be able to, well, I can still hold a tune pretty well, but it's just like, now it's more of a laborious thing to do. Yeah, it's like, I'm definitely gonna stay, honestly, well, really, I've only been streaming for 3 days, so it's kind of conceited for me to even humor the idea of being picked up by an agency. But, like, I want to be indie just because I don't like the idea of anyone else owning or having control over my identity in some kind of way. Whoops, there we go. But, like, in general, it's like, oh, I could go work for this agency and have all this marketing, all of this exposure, but then I wouldn't really have control over who I am or what I want to do. And it's just kind of like, you're essentially taking your principles and 100% autonomy over your shit, and you're giving that away for a chance at a higher exposure, which I don't blame anybody for. I mean, if you're doing this for like a job, if you're doing this full time, then more power to you. And if you want to get that bag, get that bag. But at the same time, like, I've never liked the idea of handing over such a large part of control over something that holds a part of my identity. It's like, I follow a lot of, like, I follow a handful, not really a lot, but a handful of VTubers. And generally, as far as I can tell, like, well, yeah, they're all independent VTubers. I don't follow like agency VTubers or anything like that. Yeah, it's like, for me, like, having all that support, you know, unless you work for fucking Nijisanji, where I guess you're just on your own. But having all that support is definitely nice, and honestly, if I were to work for any agency, I'm not 100% sure on what, like, whether or not I'd even want, well, obviously, just based on how I talk, I'm not exactly fond of the idea of giving out to an agency.
We're pretty sure we've figured things out, and it's pretty dire. Ah!
But like, if I had to think of, I'd like maybe look into like the shoujo,
That thing keeps jumping back
just
and forth
because
through time,
it's
consuming the
a
dimensional
American
energy, and all that's
agency
left
that
behind
has
is this lifeless
American
white boy.
sensibilities.
The Sonics are the one constant.
So it's not trying to
Their
run it
speed
like
is
it's a Japanese
restoring
idol industry.
space-time.
Then I guess we have to run like there's no tomorrow, or there won't be a tomorrow.
We're facing a dangerous foe, Sonic. Better be on your guard.
Sure thing.
Alright, I think I will clear these out, finish off that boss, and I then skedoodle onto bed.
That piece of junk robot is no match for my charms. Use the button if you want me. You leave this to me. Sonic. Leave this to me.
You know, this mission has always made me think, why would Dr. Eggman create robots with the capability of feeling arousal? Because the whole concept behind this mission is Rouge using her feminine wiles to charm the robots and distract them so Sonic can take them out. And I'm like, why would Dr. Eggman create robots that can get fucking aroused in the first place? That seems like a massive logistical error.
Here goes. Leave this to me. Here goes. Leave this to me.
Plus it's just, oh shit. Once again, Sonic's on ice physics just trips me up.
Sonic. Here goes. Leave this to me. Here goes. Sonic. Leave this to me.
God damn it, would you?
Here goes. Leave this to me.
There you go. Jeez.
Here goes. Sonic,
Well, at least it'll be easier to hit them now.
leave this to me.
Being 2D.
Sonic. Leave this to me. Sonic. Here goes. Sonic. Leave this to me. Here goes. Leave this to me.
There we go. That's all. Oh, like, is it someone you have like beef with, or is it just someone that you don't really like as a person? Like, are they like a dickhead or something, or like, not to like start VTuber beef on like my third fucking stream, but just kind of curious. I forgot I have to get over the seaside hill like adjacent from fucking escape.
I'll help you with the rings, Mr. Sonic. Press the button if you need me.
Yeah, it's understandable. It's like there's like streamers that will really like anybody. There's many people that I can only tolerate for like short periods of time. Because it's like even the few like there's only like a handful of like VTubers I watch, and it's like sadly one of them just had both of their fucking channels hacked like less than a week ago, and YouTube has been fucking jerking her around about it. It's a goddamn shame YouTube is being an assholes about it. Not really taking the fucking matter seriously. Like, I'm hopeful, like, if we get, like, the attention of, like, any larger creators, maybe they can voice a concern, because it's like, and I'm like, this woman is a fucking cancer patient, and dealing with the typical crypto Tesla chuds, like, fucking hacking her channel and turning it into fucking crypto Elon streams, and YouTube is jerking her around. Yeah, I have like no idea what that situation is, since I don't even like really engage all that much with the VTuber community at large, since I just kind of vibe in my own lane and keep to myself. But like, there's maybe 3 or 4 VTubers I watch consistently. Or I can't even say consistently, since it's like on a like fucking like there's like not, I guess by occasion, like I watched him adjacently, since I was, until they ended, I would spend some nights at work on occasion listening to the Some Ordinary podcast, which is a podcast started by Some Ordinary Gamers. Or Mudahar, as he's otherwise known. And one of the hosts on that is Nuxtaku, and for, I mean, you know, typical, he's a Coomer, he is annoying at what he does, and he's very good at that, but that's the whole bit, and I feel like that kind of just goes over some people's heads. But I mean, people can dislike him all they want, but I feel like yeah, like, that, like, people fucking, like, yeah, boycott Hogwarts Legacy if you want, because J.K. Rowling is a transphobic piece of shit and deserves everything coming to her, especially with the lawsuits she and Elon are looking at from that Olympian who won gold. But, if, like, don't think that, like, sending, like, death threats or something at someone for playing a fucking particular video game you don't jive with, that's not cool. That is absolute 100% dickhead behavior. Time to face off against Shadow. It's still funny looking at this screen and how stiff things look compared to how the animation was in Shadow Generations. I'll have to lock in for this. Fuck, I feel a sneeze coming on. Oh, I'm sure that peaked my mic. There we go. Oh, what was that cancellation over? Like, was it just your typical bullshit, like, fucking nothing burger? Like... It's like, I've learned just to not really put stock in much online of, like... I mean, sure, if someone's, like, being, like, a fucking pedophile or something, cancel them straight into the fucking shooting gallery. But, like, in general, like, if someone's being, like, an asshole, being a dickhead, like, sure, make that public knowledge that someone's an asshole. Like, if they did something, like, innocuous, something that's not really worth, like, putting out there, then, like, why be such a douche about it? It's like, for the same time, like, I don't think, like Nuxtaku isn't, like, the best guy. And yeah, he's annoying, he's a boomer, and it's funny to watch every fandom online lose their collective shit anytime he gets involved in... Okay, yeah, that, right, like, that is understandable to be upset with him, just because I can't remember if he wound up retracting his statements over that, because I remember that specifically, where someone was accused of being a groomer, and it all turned out to be horseshit. Because, I mean, whenever it comes to, like, someone being a groomer, like, that is a very hefty accusation that you have to carry a lot of evidence for, and if you don't have that evidence, then shut your mouth. It's as simple as that. Don't just fling that kind of accusation around all willy-nilly, because in doing that, all you're doing is, like, making light and making brevity of those kinds of accusations by making this an everyday thing. And it becomes a situation of, like, oh, when everybody's a groomer, nobody is, because then you have, like, everybody being like, oh, y'all call everybody groomers, so why can you, like, why can you, like, do this and that? It's like, it's why we need to be very selective with these kinds of accusations, because it's like, if you're just going to call everybody a groomer without evidence, that right there makes it significantly harder for both grooming victims to be heard and for legit call-outs of actual groomers and predators in communities to be properly, like, believed. And it's just, like, a very significant problem, because it's like, canceling people, like, shitty people that deserve to be canceled should be canceled. Yeah, like, if it's who I'm thinking of, like, that one, like, I can only think of one, even not engaging with the VTuber community all that much, I can only think of one VTuber controversial enough to be known as an infamous figure that never apologizes, and I'd have to guess it's the one dude that
You've brought
fucking
back so much of the world.
VTubes as, like, a loli girl. Oh.
You're
Who
doing
is it?
great, Sonic.
Like, I don't know
You
who it
mean
is,
you're
but...
doing great, Sonics. Right. I may never get used to that. Ah!
Like, I've seen that.
Watch out!
Oh, I don't know who that is. At least I don't think I do. I haven't really been all around.
Whoa! Did that emerald just scare off the monster? The Chaos Emerald's powers are miraculous, and we sure could use a miracle. We need that emerald! Sonic, your speed has been able to restore our friends. I bet it can restore the Chaos Emerald to full power, too. And I bet you double we're going to need all 7 emeralds.
Oh, I haven't seen them.
You guys have
I've
your
only
work
seen,
cut
like,
out for
maybe a
you.
couple other...
An adventure's no fun if it's too easy.
a couple other model siblings around. Phew. Almost finished off Sonic Generations. I've already cleared out pretty much, well, not really cleared out, I've still got some going back to do with completionist stuff, but I've pretty much done all of the classic and, like, Dreamcast times, so now it's just modern era stuff and the final boss, which I'm not exactly jazzed about the final boss, because I heard that it's no different. No, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Just a little tired after work, but other than that, I'm good. Yeah, work was long, but I'm glad that I was actually paying attention at work today, because otherwise I would not have known that we have this Thursday night off. because we had a safety meeting at work a couple of weeks ago that I was late to because I had a family emergency I had to attend to. And I just missed the announcement that we would have Halloween night off, since we have a lot of parents that work night shift. So, they are closing down the plant on Thursday night to allow for people to go trick-or-treating with their kids. So I get a free night off. I keep glancing off to check chat, and I'm like, oh, that's lava enemy. Wait a minute, shit, I saw that chow. Who the fifth? It still baffles me to this day that Sega knows just how much demand there is for Chow. But they know the demand there is for Chow because they add them as optional collectibles in this game as a part of the remake. And they released an entire little mini, wordless comic on social media sites with Chow as the theme. But they won't release a Chow-themed game. They put all the effort and whatnot into making a visual simulator, not simulator, a visual novel about Sonic being about a murder mystery party, and yet they won't just make a mobile Chow Garden game. It boggles the mind. Yeah, I'm happy I got a day off. I put in some vacation time for it since we're not gonna get paid off. But it's just a free off day, so I put in a bit of vacation time for it. I put in the rest of my vacation time for next Thursday since next Thursday is my birthday and I plan on not working on my birthday. Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog is really fun because it's a very story-driven game, and it's not a hard game at all. It's a visual novel, obviously, so there's no difficulty involved. It's a very fun story-based game. Basically, the whole premise is Amy is having her birthday party, and it's a murder mystery-themed birthday party. Where one of the guests is the killer, one of the guests is the victim, and they have to suss out who the killer is based off of, based off that detective stuff. Oh wow, I actually got all the Chow. I mean, that definitely wasn't an S rank. Have to perfect clear for that. I don't know why I'm just now seeing that pop up. Oh, search for Chow. It's I have been? I still wonder what you get for the Chow. Because I know the red rings are, you get, artwork and stuff for the red rings, but I don't know what you get for the Chow, if it's just an achievement or what. I have no idea. I have not looked that far into this. It's a shame that because of the nature of this re-release that we probably won't be able to see any DLC or additional stages for this game outside of modded ones on PC, considering the fact that if I recall, this even this with the re-release, it's still technically on the original Hedgehog engine, which Sega is no longer supporting in favor of Hedgehog Engine 2. Which is a shame. It would be nice to see, additional content for the original generations released so far after. But we can only hope that maybe they'll instead focus on either creating new additional content for the Shadow part, maybe adding Sonic stuff to that, and if not, just more Shadow stuff is good. Or they'll just wind up doing more Shadow stuff, like the fact that we're getting a new level and skin for Shadow based on Sonic 3 movie in December. Though really, I'd be just as fine with them focusing on just making a new Sonic game. Because if we get a game with like the scope of Frontiers, but with the ambition of Shadow Generations, damn it. Like, that would probably just be like actual peak. Because Shadow Generations is easily in there. Okay, I thought I could make that. I definitely overestimated my jump. But Shadow Gens is definitely probably one of the best Sonic games that we've ever gotten, just from a sheer production value standpoint. And the storytelling within it. Because, I mean, people say stupid shit all the time online, but Ian Flynn is probably one of the best Sonic writers we've got, like, stateside. Because it's like, yeah, the writers for other games, like, the other games are good. But, like, don't get me wrong, I'm not being like, oh, Japan only, please. Because it's like, Ian Flynn's a great writer. And it's like, up until recently, the only examples of American Sonic writing we've gotten is Pontiff and Graf, who were the writers for, like, Sonic Colors, the original Generations, and Frontiers. Or not Frontiers, Lost World and Forces. And their acumen is for, like, comedy, cartoonish stuff, which is why anytime they tried to write, like, a serious plot, it just felt extremely out of place, because, honestly, they didn't really know all that great how to write, like, an extremely serious, like, drama-driven plot. They were comedy writers. They were Saturday morning cartoon comedy writers. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just that they were good at writing children's, like, Saturday morning cartoon comedies, but they weren't all that great with drama, which was why the drama and whatnot from, like, Sonic Forces felt just kind of forced and not exactly well conceived. Because it's like Infinite, this big bad who can manipulate the realm of reality with the Phantom Ruby. He became a jerk because Shadow beat him up and called him weak sauce. Like, okay, dog. Whoop. Okay, I thought there was a platform. Yeah, like, Sonic has had good writers, like, plenty of good writers. They've just not been on the games. They've been on the comics, which is where Ian Flynn has been. Ian Flynn has been a writer for Sonic from, like, Archie Comics onward for the better part of, like, almost 20 years. Because he started off in, like, 2006 or something like 2005 or 6 on the Archie Comics, writing after taking up the lead writer position after Ken Penders left, and Ken Penders is just a whole other can of worms. But Ian picked up on the book after Ken Penders left, and pretty much the music started off a little delayed there. But yeah, basically, Ian picked up on the book after Ken left, and...
I wish I hadn't needed your help, Sonic, but thank you. By the way, you seem to look less... spiky.
Yeah, Ian picked up after Ken left, and pretty much right away got on a streak of tying up loose ends throughout the book, taking care of anything that was just kind of left in the air, and preparing for the future of the series. Because Ken Pender's writing style is to leave a lot of things open and not really leave too much to interpretation. And would get very mad and confrontational at other writers on the book. Oh yeah, I have an encyclopedic knowledge about Sonic, which is why I'm kind of bummed that I don't live in the California area, because a few years ago they had job openings specifically dedicated to lore masters for Sonic, but they required like the ability to travel to the Sega office in California, which I can't do because I'm in the Midwest and I don't have a driver's license and can't afford weekly or monthly plane trips. You know, not unless they're comped by the company. But I would have definitely applied for that job and put my extremely autistic knowledge of Sonic to the test on the job. But yeah. But yeah, basically, like, Ken had a history with other writers, and that, like, pretty much how comics work. How the comics worked is that basically there are numerous, like, many writers who worked on the books in different facets and would contribute to the lore collectively. But Ken Penders was the kind of guy who tried to make the book his vision and his identity for it by more or less undermining the additions to the lore and whatnot that other writers made. Like, for example, there was one writer who wrote a story that would explain, like, in the books, the origins of the Chaos Emeralds. Only for Ken Penders to turn around, like, sometime later and literally just write his own story about the origins of the Chaos Emeralds. And it just kind of completely retconned the other dude's story. So that's just an example of a dick move by Ken Penders. And, I mean, then between him, like, after he left, he sued Sega for the rights to his characters. And he says that he won the lawsuit, but it's only a technicality because the lawsuit got thrown out and Sega and Archie never re-pursued it. So it isn't that he won, it's only that they never decided to take the lawsuit back up because it wasn't worth their time. Because it was an independent contractor who signed a work-for-hire contract, but considering the fact that, I guess, Archie's legal team is headed by Jughead Jones, they couldn't find his original copy of the contract that he signed and only had photocopies. So his lawyer got him off on technicalities with that. So technically speaking, they couldn't produce his contract for it, but he considers it to be a win. And now he says that he's the illustrious owner of such characters as, like, a random assortment of Echidna characters. And I'm pretty sure he even tried to claim the rights to Knuckles himself, which is absolutely comical in its absurdity. Like, it reminds me of, like, the dude who produced the Mortal Kombat movies, thinking that he could take the clip when Midway, when Midway went bankrupt, he thought he could claim the rights to Mortal Kombat from WB, who bought the rights to Mortal Kombat, by saying, oh, I produced these movies that took these stock asset characters and turned them into, like, living, breathing, like, people and stuff like that. Basically claimed that, like, his work on the subsidiary, like, content of the movies superseded that of the games, and tried to claim it on that. there's a lot of examples of companies who do stupid shit thinking they own the rights to something now. Like, you know, like a big reason why Microsoft never did anything with Rare properties. Because the only reason that they bought Rare in the first place was because they thought that they would be getting Donkey Kong out of it. Which is a very real thing that happened. Basically, with Rare being bought out by Microsoft, what they thought... Jeez, there's just no fucking saving this. Basically, Microsoft bought Rare thinking that they were going to get the rights to Donkey Kong out of it. Because they saw Donkey Kong posters at Rare's, offices. Because, you know, Rare produced the Donkey Kong Country series and DK 64 for Nintendo. But then, of course, they found out the hard way that, no, that's not how that works. Rare only made the games for Sega. They don't own them. So then, they decided that they weren't going to do anything with the IPs they actually got, aside for, making some bad sequels. They produced a weirdly even more censored version of Conker's Bad Fur Day, which you think would be the opposite considering the fact that Microsoft is touted as the adult company for adult gamers. Meanwhile, they were saying oh, Nintendo's baby games. Meanwhile, the Xbox version of Conker, Live and Reloaded, was more heavily censored than the original Nintendo 64 version. And then they made the worst Banjo-Kazooie game of all time. With Nuts and Bolts, and killed that franchise until it was brought back for one-off ENVTuber and Super Smash Brothers. And then despite the immediate and overwhelming fanfare for, that was pretty fun. Aside from the immediate fanfare that it got, you know, almost in spite of it, Microsoft to this day insists that there is no audience for Banjo-Kazooie, despite people repeatedly asking for more Banjo-Kazooie. Which, I mean, you know, market incompetence just kind of goes hand in hand with anything Microsoft, considering just they continue to make consoles for a market that doesn't exist. I mean, being 100% frank, nobody's buying a fucking Xbox anymore. And Microsoft knows that because of the fact that they're releasing all their games on PC simultaneously and on Game Pass. All their money's in Game Pass, so why would they release games exclusively for their console when they could release it on console and PC and make more money? Yeah, my first Banjo experience was all the way back on the N64. I had Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo 2 to play the shit out of both of them. But yeah, honestly, with a lot of the rhetoric I've heard surrounding Xbox right now, I would not be surprised if Xbox abandoned the console market at some point in the future and just shifted the Xbox branding to PC, to their brand of gaming PCs or something. I would not be surprised in the slightest because consistently Xboxes have just been underselling over and over again. The Xbox 360 was the peak, and then the Xbox One undersold, and then the Xbox Series console sold less than that. And there's no reason to really own a Xbox anymore because they're releasing other games on PC now. Okay, homing attack. But yeah, and it's there's honestly more incentive to own a PlayStation game. It's PlayStation still has its exclusives as it holds on to for a while, and now you have Sony and Microsoft working out something to have Xbox games on PlayStation. And the fact that there's a very real possibility of us getting Halo on PlayStation, I mean, I would have called you an idiot for thinking such a thing when I was 12, but today, the fact that it's a very incredibly real possibility, especially what with Microsoft basically rebooting Halo. Well, not like rebooting, but, you know, like the fact that they're going back and doing another remake of Halo 1, apparently, but this time in Unreal Engine 5, which I think is honestly a really good idea. The fact that they are ditching like proprietary engines when
Thanks, Sonic. You know, I got a hunch someone
honestly,
or something is controlling that monster.
I think more companies should
that.
avoid the whole thing of using proprietary engines, because whenever you have people come in to start working at the company, then you're just going to have situations where they have to learn this proprietary technology when you could just use something like Unreal Engine 5 that everybody in the industry is going to know by then. Also, time for what is easily the biggest anticlimax and probably the worst level in the game, because it is just a big slug and uses wisp powers way too heavy-handedly because the Sonic Colors level. I honestly prefer the 3DS version with its level alone just because it is way simpler. Even like the Sonic Colors version of Playing Wisp is so bad just because it's overuse of the rocket wisp and then they do it again in the modern version of this stage. And like, at least with spikes, it's not so bad, but the fact that like on both instances, both levels are practically all in 2D is fucking infuriating. Like, it's just a matter of just spinning, hoping for the best, and hoping I can get through fast enough before my wisp powers run out. But at least hopefully almost through the level. Probably not. I know Playing Wisp can go on for God's age. Oh, let's go check them out. Like, at least classic version doesn't it can go by pretty quick. Oh, like the no wisp blocks, I guess. Yeah, like as pretty of a level as this is, it's just not fun to play through. Like, it's just a big climb with a lot of, you know, fucking cheap hazards. Like, okay, a lot of waiting around, which I'd expect from which really, I don't see why they chose the levels that involved waiting around and shitty hazards for the last level. If they were gonna choose any level, I feel like maybe they should have just done like Astro Coaster or something. That's stuck there. fucking commentary went out the window because I'm playing this shitty Sonic Colors level. That's the third level, so I'm almost done with it. Thank goodness. Oh, what the fuck was that? That was something. Well, at least I probably, maybe, hopefully, kind of say I'm almost through the level. So daisy. Just a checkpoint. Please tell me something. Okay, I'm back in the greenery, which means I'm almost done. Yeah. Yeah, exclusives are just kind of a matter of a publisher just kind of flexing their nuts at this point on just being like, oh, look at all of these like developers we own and all these games that we have the proprietary rights to. Like, it's one thing if it's like, you know, a company like actually producing the games themselves, like, you know, Sony does with things like Final Fantasy or Spider-Man, because they have an active financial investment in those games. But I've never understood. But then you have just like other companies buying up studios so they can put them exclusively on there, and it gets just such to a point to where you have like lawmakers actively suing companies to ensure they're not making games exclusive to their console, because it's like that just happened in the UK with something like a year ago, was it, with Microsoft after they bought Activision Blizzard, because Sony sued them for an injunction to prevent it, or to prevent them from making Call of Duty exclusive to the Xbox. Yeah, like, honestly, the fact that they never, like, put Bloodborne on anything other than the PS4 is kind of baffling. Like, I don't know if it's, like, a matter of rights or what. Because I'm pretty sure Sony owns it, unless it's, like, owned by somebody else who just refuses. Fuck if I know. I'm not really a Soulsborne player, so I don't really know the whole hubbub surrounding that situation. Wait, where was I going there? I wasn't sure where I was aiming there. I thought for a second I was still on 3D. I thought for a second I was still on 2D playing because of my fucking Sonic Colors level. So I'm used to it being stuck in the TV. Choking the hole. There we go. Holy shit. I forgot how unintuitive the controls are for the wisps in this game. Well, the least I can do is just run headfirst through the level and hope that I can get through it. This fucking level just saps the goddamn energy out, I can tell you. I homing attacked, but I touched the ground first, so it changed it up to homing attack. God, I just forget sometimes how much of a janky mess that some of the later bits of some of the... Oh god, I forgot about the fucking gondolas. Oh, I hate these. I remember now why I only ever came back to this game on fucking PC to play mods. Because I'll be damned if I play vanilla fucking Sonic Generations again. They got me. Sons of bitches got me. Now you want to homing attack something. So damaging. Clusterfuck that is Sonic Colors Ubiquitous. It is just kind of all over the damn place. Oh, that was some cheese right there. That was fucking something right there. I'm pretty sure I'm close to the end of the level. I recognize this bit. I'll never understand what fucking rock back in modern Sonic. is functionally useless. Oh shit. I forgot about the lowering. I forgot about the fact that the whole map is lowering as you're going. Not have the agency, but it should. Oh, thank God it's fucking over. Oh, Sonic, don't boost in the wrong direction. Yeah. It's a very pretty level. It's just not fun to play. Oh, shit.
Dude, there's the emerald. Pretty slick move, huh?
I was scared because somebody took me, but now I'm free. I'm a free bee. Free bee. Free bee. Whee!
All right, just simmer down, buddy.
Oh, hey!
God, I had the fucking nickname Charmy when I was in high school. I was a fucking freshman in high school, and all my friends were juniors and seniors, and they nicknamed me Charmy because I was the fucking loud, the annoyingly loud autistic Sonic fan. And I mean, looking back at it, yeah, that's fair. Probably not, but no. Just trying. Barely. I have to complete one from each level. Yeah. Let's see, yeah. Boss Gate, move by clearing one of the challenge acts, either Act 1 or 2. So I should already have Crisis Cities somewhere around here. And I also gotta fucking fight this hot-headed dipshit. Time to beat Silver again. Bang. Oh shit, I'm out of boost. I guess I went faster. Or not. Ah, Silver, good move. Alright, I need some rings. Where are my rings at? There we go. I can work with that. I've got a whole minute on my way up there. Let's try to build this. I'm not gonna need them for the next bit.
Meteor smash!
Come on, rings. I'm stuck with hitting rings, am I? Okay. That's nice. I guess I'm just gonna have to maintain my boost and not lose it whatsoever throughout the fucking fight. I'm gonna have to hunch up, you know, in a gamer posture.
Give up!
Oh shit.
Take this!
Get bumped on there. Alright, Fox got the way across and bonk ya. It's gonna do like one more of the little. Okay, so it's just this again.
Give up!
And now I'm good. So not yet. So not doing that. Open this up. I'm just gonna wait and pick my shit up. And yeah, it should be good. Now, okay, well, they just take away all your rings. They just take away all the rings on this stage. So you can't like actually. Boost ahead. Bury him under his own pile of trash. Silver got served. There we go. I will be taking that Chaos Emerald now. Oh, the temptation to do the vector one, but I'm not feeling all that suicidal. You know, I mean, I'd do the vector one, but I don't want to give myself any kind of bad ideas. This one I can do, though. Infinite boost. For context, whoops, I wasn't paying attention. I looked away for a split second. But yeah, the gist of the whole thing with the vector one... Oh, I don't get rings for this, okay. The gist of the whole vector one is it's like an endless game of like Dead Man's Volley, which is like the whole back and forth thing with Ganondorf, where you gotta like knock his shit back at him. But it's that for like 4 straight minutes. And it is super fucking easy. And I really don't feel like doing that. I was about to say, why am I trying that again? Whoops. I didn't mean to trigger that. And we still need to go get one more. There's nothing up there, is there? No, there's not. Shit. I forgot how fucking bad it is trying to navigate this fucking map. Like, having to go all the way back over here to Crisis City, and go back up to go to fucking Rooftop Run, and go this way to go all the way over here. I guess I'll do the Wisp one. I guess I will do the Wisp one. That's my better judgment. Silos above me. Just absolutely I just love wasting my time playing this. All the way back. Come on, actually, I'm gonna do this. Switch. Oh. I was about to say, if I overshoot that, I was gonna be upset. aggressively with the key. There we go. One last key. And onward to the boss before the final boss, which I'm sure the final boss alone is going to take me God knows how long. Because the time eater, I recall being a very time-wasting kind of boss. Just not fun to play at all. Like, at least, like, Egg Dragoon is a fun boss and a nice callback, but, like, they really could have, like, if they were gonna remake this game and master it, the least they could have done was, like, steal the final boss from the end version when the Time Eater was actually an entertaining boss to fight. Janky, but it's some generations that controls this whole part of the generation has been janky.
Here goes! Time for a change of pace! Not bad! Not
I
bad!
cannot remember how many hits this boss takes.
Here goes! Time for a change of pace!
That's 3 so far. Every other boss has been like 3 or 4 hits. I'm pretty sure this one was like 6 or something.
Time for a change of pace! Not bad!
Alright, that's 4.
Time for a change of pace!
Going back to 2D again. 5 hits.
Time for a change of pace!
Okay, yeah, this is the last hit. Skydiving good.
Take
6
that!
hits.
Not bad!
Or not. Do the skydiving bit twice? Or can I just one cycle it here?
Take
Or
that!
the camera? Mode?
Not bad!
No,
Not bad!
I'm not gonna gamer mode it. Oh, am I? I'm gonna gamer mode it. Yeah, he really likes that voice line. And that's an S rank.
Sonic!
Alright.
I recalibrated everything! This was supposed to be my time!
Oh, please, keep dreaming, Egghead. I beat you every time. No, seriously, we beat him every time. Our scorecard's flawless.
Stopping Eggman is always good. But the root of the problem is that monster. Maybe we can call a truce and...
It's so
Look,
funny
we
how
got
there's just
your
no
Eggman
pomp and
too.
circumstances.
Oh,
It
this is
swoops
getting
in,
serious.
snatch, zooms out. Okay. Time time for the pain. Access and explore the next area. Do I have to, though? Like, do I really have to? I know what's coming, and this boss fight is just... It's not a hard boss fight, it's just not whatsoever, like, entertaining, fun, enjoyable. I'm gonna spend, like, the next fucking 25 minutes hearing about homing shots. Okay, come on, Sonic. You want to deposit that next emerald, please? There you go, you blue dingus. Okay, Sonic, please. There you go. Okay. Just gotta wait. Alright, it's one more emerald to deposit. Lots of waiting around doing dick all. Just waiting for platforms to spin. Dragging my fucking feet. It really is funny just how much pomp and circumstance they give this final boss gate when the final boss is such a goddamn letdown.
You're cornered. So how about you just give up and restore the timeline like you found it?
You're not in a position to demand anything, you nasty little pincushion.
Eggman! No wonder!
He had a little help.
Dr. Robotnik?
Nobody calls me that anymore. If you would be so kind as to explain, gentleman genius Dr. Eggman from the future. It will be my pleasure, most excellent and efficacious Dr. Eggman of the past. After Sonic ruined my interstellar amusement park, I stumbled upon a dark primordial essence. I discovered it possessed abilities I have long desired to harness for myself. Namely, that it could travel through the dimension of time, so I decided to utilize its marvelous capabilities and rewrite the past.
I mean, we already know of multiple artifacts.
In order to perfect it, I needed the help of somebody as smart as I am. The only person that smart is me. Oh, you are too kind, my dear future self, and I was happy to help. And now all of time is ours, to do with as we please.
But the more your monster tears through the timeline, the more damage you do to it.
So, I'm going to erase that line and reshape it as I see fit. Huh? And they call me eccentric. No one will judge us anymore after we've destroyed these Sonics forever. Shall we begin then, Doctor? By all means, my dear Doctor.
Destroy me? In your dreams, Eggman. I beat you all the time by myself, and now there's two of me.
Then I'll have twice as much fun defeating you.
Keep moving!
still going to squash you into a blue jelly.
This cutscene of Sonic getting his ass handed to him until he finally decides to.
That was just to soften you up. Now it's time to meet your doom.
That was all along.
You're tougher than that. Come on.
Not you.
On your feet.
You're not beat yet.
Who are they? They are insignificant. You face worse, Sonic.
Focus your spirit.
We're right behind you. I believe in you, Mr. Sonic.
Embrace the emeralds!
Harness their power, Sonic.
You have to win, Sonic, like you've done time and again.
All right.
Time to scramble some Eggman, supersonic style.
Yeah, it's just already losing a life in a cutscene. Now to play what is possibly one of the worst final boss supersonic fights in Sonic history. I really wish they would have done something. At the very least, lose, like, the voice lines that they
Sonic,
have.
can you hear me? I worked with me to modify these transceivers. Even though we're in different
I'm
dimensions,
about to
we
hear
should still be able
about
to hear
homing
us.
shots
Finish it.
every 10 seconds. You know, the least they could have done was...
or else you'll get crushed.
The least they could have done was change the parts of the time meter that move in fucking 10 frames per second. So they no longer have to try to maintain 60 on an Xbox 360 anymore.
It'll take more than that to defeat
It
us.
looks like a homing shot. Be careful, Sonic!
Here we go.
Ho ho ho! Is something the matter?
Looks like a homing shot.
Careful, Sonic.
It'll take more than that
That looks like a homing shot.
to defeat
That
us.
looks like a homing shot. Be careful, Sonic.
Look out, Sonic!
It's a warping arm attack.
Now you finish it.
Please switch and go after the backup.
Now
Never
you
understood the whole reasoning behind the idea of having to
Looks
swap
like a
between
homing
2D
shot.
and 3D in this fight. Because it's literally impossible to gain on it in 2D. I have never seen anyone actually
something the
land an
matter?
attack on this boss in 2D. You can only actually hit it in 3D. There's no point going into 2D.
dodging or you'll get crushed.
You can only hit it as Modern Sonic. You cannot hit it as Classic Sonic. Like, the only thing that 2D is good
It'll
for
take
is
more than
collecting
that.
on large, massive rings.
To defeat
That
us.
shot will track you.
Watch it, Sonic!
Please switch and go after the backup.
Is something the matter?
This fucking boss.
I'm really smelling some power here.
Charmy, you are not helping.
Time is going to slow down.
No shit, Rouge.
The flow of time will be restored. Watch out
Thank
for the
you
laser.
for the obvious tales. You know, it's a good thing I'm so far away from it that it's a laser blade that can't touch me, but it didn't factor in. Didn't send that far
Looks like a
back.
homing shot. Be careful, Sonic.
Or
Time is going to slow down.
God, this boss fight is so fucking
Time flow
monotonous.
will be restored.
Ho ho ho! Is something the matter?
Homing shot. Careful, Sonic.
It'll take more than that to defeat us.
to God.
To defeat us!
That I just don't exist.
Now we'll... finish it!
That looks like a homing shot.
Careful,
There.
Sonic.
Now we'll...
Almost there.
finish it!
That looks like a homing shot.
No shit, it looks like a homing shot. I've seen homing shots. Alright, come on, you big heartless looking motherfucker.
Still looks dangerous.
Yeah, the dialogue in this boss fight is absolutely absurd.
We'll end it! Burn! Burn to ashes!
Sonic, combine your powers.
At least it ends with a very easy QTE where you just gotta hold your bumpers and watch the Sonic models bug out for a few seconds and clip into each other. Oh. Like, no wonder after Sonic Generations they just gave up doing supersonic fights for a while because they just did not know what they were doing. And then they just cooked for
Still
Sonic
warm.
Frontiers.
Time travel.
That's what I'm talking about. I'll admit, you weren't half bad, Sonic.
Half bad? Are you kidding? He was all great.
So, I have a question for you. Once we're home, you think the timeline will be restored? Yep. Just don't think about it too hard.
But at least we finally hit the ending.
It was great teaming up with you, or me. Maybe this will fast track you to learning some new tricks in the future. Wait, I mean, past. Ugh, time travel's a chore.
God, that line read is so fucking fast. It's like, I'm pretty sure he had a dedicated amount of time for that line, and he had to get through it so
Sweet.
quickly.
And you're only gonna get better.
There's our portal home.
I'm pretty sure that portal is bugged too, because it's supposed to have like a PNG of Green Hill in it to show them that they're going home.
Hey, Sonic!
But it's
Enjoy your
just
future.
a amorphous
It's gonna
portal.
be great.
I'm pretty sure there's supposed to be like a Green Hill PNG in there, but I can't be sure. But that's, I mean, that's Sonic re-releases for you. There's always texture problems, but it's all over. That was Sonic Generations. I wonder if they actually changed the credits to change like the writers for the story. It would be kind of funny if they didn't, honestly. Genuinely funny. You know, like, I find it funny that they just didn't bother whatsoever to even attempt to match the lip flaps. Like, they did not match whatsoever. As for like that really fast line read, I'm pretty sure it just has to do with the fact that with a lot of these games, it's a matter of having to match the timing of the Japanese recordings. So the Japanese recording was probably really quick, so they had to match up sync up. Yeah, they didn't bother to change it because it still said Ken Contact and Lord and Grass. They didn't bother to add in the fact that there was rewrites by Ian Flynn. But yeah, like, a lot of games like this, the reason like some reads would sound super weird is because they have to match the timing of the Japanese reads. So like, which is just has to do with like the length of the sound file has to be the same and consistent between the Japanese and English versions, otherwise it'll bug out with timing. It's especially prominent and easy to tell in like anime fighter games where the line reads are very awkward based on or very hit or miss with some of the awkwardness. Especially in like Xenoverse games. God, I have not played Xenoverse in such a long time, and now I'm afraid to get back into it because there's so much DLC and I don't want to get any of that DLC because it's so much and it's so fucking expensive. Schedule for some kind of like streaming schedule in the future. Because I know what I want to do is like, if I can ever stream on like a very consistent basis, I want to do this exclusively Sonic stuff on Saturdays, whether it's like playing Sonic games, Sonic fan games, watching Sonic shows, movies, etc. Just kind of indulging in Sonic on the Saturdays. Like if it's maybe some days I'll be just playing a random Sonic game, maybe some days I'll be like doing like Sonic Speed Simulator on Roblox, or doing like other Sonic fan games. Like I know like Sonic Battle R is really fun, because it's just a fan-made game of like, oh, what if a Sonic racing game, but it's like all of the stages from Sonic Adventure, Sonic Adventure 2, and Sonic 06, Sonic Heroes. And it's just a really fun thing. And I just put everybody that's like tangentially associated with the game credits. Which I mean, yeah, sure, but it's like, funny to me how they didn't bother to update the credits with the new people, but I mean, what else? Because I would have at least expected them to put Ian Flynn's name under the writing credits because of the fact that there were a lot of rewrites and re-recordings in this game. It reminds me, I ought to go back and check Silver's, like who is voicing Silver in credits, because I'm pretty sure that Silver's voice actor changed from generations to now. Let me look that up and see. Let's see, behind the voice actors, Silver the Hedgehog. Yeah, because in the original Sonic Generations, it was Quentin Flynn who was the voice of Silver. But now, it is Bryce Papenbrook. I'll have to go back and double check on the credits. I'll check that post and see if they didn't bother to even change that, because I will legitimately probably laugh. I thought, Happy birthday, Sonic. But yeah, for Shadow Generations here, I thought Metal Sonic was just voiced by like a pitch-shifted Mike Pollock. But apparently...
Are you sure you saw a door over here?
Apparently, like, Metal Overlord
You were the one who said
in
you saw a door
the
over
Shadow
here.
Generations is voiced by
Well, I know
Ray
it was one of us.
Chase,
Shut up and keep looking.
who is also the voice of fucking... Let's see... Who else does Ray Chase voice? He's the voice of Tengen... The voice of Tengen in Demon Slayer.
What time is it? It's the exact same time as when you asked earlier. And it'll be the exact same time when you ask later. There is no time here!
The voice of
Let me just say that this
Sukuna
was a brilliant
in
plan that you
Jujutsu
came up
Kaisen.
with. Don't get too
The
self-righteous.
voice
It'll be
of
your plan
Cyclops
pretty soon.
in X-Men
I'm
97.
gonna dedicate the rest of my life to forgetting it.
Yeah,
I heard that.
I did not know that.
Do we ever win? That depends on your definition of win. Beating Sonic. Oh, well then no. That doesn't give me much hope. Maybe I'll go back and get my teaching degree. That's not a bad idea. I've always enjoyed telling people what to do.
You can now be Supersonic. I wonder if it's still gimped as all hell. But yeah, that would be Sonic Generations.